original recipe, the Brunswick stew. They set off your bait stick, your log was your engine, and we snared our animal. Got them off the ground enough. Guys, welcome back to Whitetail Bushcraft Company. Alright guys, welcome back to Whitetail Bushcraft. Got Grace and Sean with me today, and getting a fire going. We're going to smoke a little venison, and we're also going to smoke this deer hide that I never ended up smoking. I did all the tanning of it, but the final process is actually smoking it. But I'm going to let this fire burn up and get some hot coals, and we got some apple wood with us that we're going to use to flavor up the meat, and at the same rate we're going to smoke the deer hide also. So stay with us, guys. Alright guys, just to kind of show you what I got going on here. Brought me some chicken wire out and a little bit of snare wire out to tie that tripod together. That's the chicken wires for the venison I'm going to smoke. And you see, it's a typical tripod. So I'm going to go ahead and get this hide ready to put on here, and we'll go from there. Gotta let the fire die down a little bit, but it is getting some good smoking. I got the apple on there now. The apple's still a green. A lot of people peel the bark off of it. I don't bother. I just want to get the smoke and the flavor from that apple wood. Alright guys, a lot of you asked about that hide. If it was still stayed pliable and all that. Definitely stayed pliable. You can go without smoking it for a long time, but the one thing it does, it promotes mold and stuff like that. If you wouldn't smoke it, every time this thing got damp, you get a slimy feeling to it or whatever. That's why I'm going to smoke it. And you can still, it still has that whitiness to it in spots, and the smoking will give it that nice ambery look to it. Already getting a good smoke coming, so we're going to wrap this around. Sean, if you can give me a hand here, bud. Keep it up tight here. When I'm using this tied together, guys, is where I stretched it, just in wiring, the holes that I used to stretch it. And if you have to, get some more logs. You know, the wind's going to change a little bit. Well, the whole idea though is to try to get that smoke coming up here. The hair never slipped on me, but a little spot. I tried to keep the tail whole. It did slip a little bit in one spot. Grace is working a camera today. Mm-hmm. Alright. Biggest thing is you don't want that fire to kick up and start burning the hair off it, guys. But we'll let that smoke. I'm going to start cutting up the venison now. Bring a cutting board out with me so it'll be a little bit easier, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, I'm going to cut up that meat. Brought that meat out. I want to show you this pack my mom and dad got me. It's by Igloo. It's a be great for hunting if you're out on a 3-day pack or something like that, or overnighter. It's a cooler also. So we put the venison right in here. Took it out of the freezer last night, and it's still semi-frozen. By the time I'm done cutting it up and everything, it should be pretty well thawed out, but it's a lot easier to cut real thin strips out of it when it's semi-frozen. Alright, I'm going to prepare this, guys, and get it ready to cut up, and we'll zoom in when we're doing some cutting, then we'll get ready to put it on the smoke. So stay tuned. Alright, I'm going to do a nice deer roast, and I got some smaller pieces of roast in there wrapped up. Still got plenty of venison in the freezer. I got a lot of burger. I think I'm going to do some sausage for you guys too. Look at that beautiful meat. The thing is still pretty mild. Well, I was hoping to be a little more thawed out, but like I say, it's a little easier to cut it up into thin strips while it's frozen. And I'm just using my Martini fillet knife. I love doing that for the jerky. You try to get as much as the fat off of it as possible. And like I say, we're not trying to cook this, we're actually trying to smoke it. I bring some of my hillbilly spices with me. I'm telling you, venison's the best meat you're going to find. And look at that, just beautiful. You want to get it as thin as possible. This deer had a lot of fat in it. Sean shot a fat one last year. You see, when it's frozen, semi-frozen like that, it's a lot easier to trim up. Then, like I say, I'll have to trim all that fat out of there too. Deer fat's not the best. You can see that big tendon coming through. I'll just slice off some of that and get rid of it. This is the rump roast. I still got some neck roast left, and I think I'm going to do Briar Goat Killer style and do that in the crock pot. He showed a great recipe for that. I think I'm going to try that out. I'm going to keep cutting away, and I want to bore you with cutting all this. It'll take forever to do that on video, but when I get it ready to put on the smoker, I'll let you guys take a look. Hang in there. So much easier to cut this stuff while it's semi-frozen. You might hear Sean in the background. He's sighting in his pellet rifle with the sight, or with the scope. But it's not good to cook meat while it's frozen, but by the time I'm done cutting through this, this should be real close to being thawed out. Sorry I haven't been around a lot, guys, but like I say, I've been working a whole lot just so I can have more play time. I had to do a lot of work at the house also. As soon as I was done with that, the honey-do list, that way I can go play later. Did a lot of painting. My father-in-law came over and helped me with the floors. Thanks, John. We got all hardwood floors in the house, and we refinished them. But you can see, this is some beautiful meat, guys. Just beautiful. Some of that had a lot of fat in it, but I'm not going to trim all of it away. We'll just have to eat around it. But we're about ready to put some on the grill here, guys. You can see that's just beautiful, beautiful meat. Brought my hillbilly spices out. I'm going to do a dry rub on this. It's a lot of salt, a lot of onion powder, a lot of garlic powder, cracked pepper. The salt I use is the sea salt, and some ground up ramps. Give it that onionly flavor, onionly garlic. I'll put a generous amount on that. I mean, you could sun dry this if you wanted to on a hot day, but today it's a beautiful September day, about 65 degrees. It's great out. We're going to go ahead and put this on the fire. Killing two birds with one stone, smoking that hide and smoking some meat. No sense in wasting a fire and some good smoke. So stay tuned, we'll bring you over to the fire, that way you can see what's going on. Alright guys, got this stuff to smoke, and I put some more punky wood on there, and I'm also going to throw a little bit more of my apple, green apple, just to get the smoke going. And I don't want the flames, that's the worst thing you can do is the flames. I'm going to start throwing the meat on. Why am I blocking it? Probably showing you my big butt. get you a close-up of it too. Moving. Definitely smoking in there, so it's definitely going to do the job. And I might add more spice when I flip it, just to get the other side good and spiced up. Got a little bit more meat I can cut up, but I knew I wouldn't have enough room on this grill chicken wire. You want to leave some gappage so the smoke will be able to rise up through there. Bring a close up on that, guys. Just want to move the camera so you can see what's going on. Divert the smoke a little bit. Let me bring it in for him so you can see what's going on. That's what it looks like now, guys. About 3-4 hours. Probably closer to 3. That's gonna be ready to eat and looking real good. Back up what we got going here. You can see that smoke's working real good. That's how you smoke a hide and smoke some jerky at the same time, venison jerky at the same time. That's actually the meat from that deer. So we're doing it Indian style, native style. Stay tuned, we'll bring you back about halfway through so you guys see what's going on with it. You can see how that smoke's coming right up through that hide, guys. And that's the final process of tanning that hide that I did for you guys. And that's that same hide. And hell, it's been since, shit, I don't even remember, excuse my French. I don't even remember how long it's been. But it's been hanging, no problem. Keep it in a cool place. I mean, the hairs were locked in, so I didn't have to worry about it actually slipping. The biggest thing you want to watch is those flames don't kick up on you. We got a good smoke action going right there. You don't want to burn your hide. We're just smoking it, and just like the meat, we're just smoking it. Thing's just a smoking away. Working just how I want it to. You see how the smoke, you know, the wind's going to affect it somewhat, guys, but that's what we want. I think we're going to go shoot the bows a little bit. Grace brought hers, Sean brought his, and I brought mine, so I think we're going to kill some time while this stuff's smoking up. Check on it here and there. Smoking good, guys. Man, that's making my mouth water already. And that deer did have a lot of fat in it. I didn't trim every bit of it off, but hey, don't waste not, want none. way down yonder, sitting underneath the tree, trying to get him a squirrel. Squirrel hunting season started September 1st, so I'm a little behind. I'm usually doing a lot more, but actually your best squirrels are after it frosts. That way you don't have to worry about the warbles and all that good stuff. Just enjoying the farm and smoking some venison and finishing up that hide. Pond over there. You can probably hear the highway way on the other end of the pasture here. Right over through there, I don't know if you can get to see it, is my deer stand that we hunt out of. There's Grace. She's getting big. We'll show you the pigs too. We got rid of 4 of them. We sold 4 of them off. And we're going to do some shooting, guys. So stay tuned. We're gonna go shoot the bows a little bit, guys. We got some new ones. Got a good deal on it from Grandpa Jim. I don't know if you can see the pigs over there. We'll film up the pigs too. The venison's back in that wood over there where we're smoking that venison in the hide. This is my new camera too. The back of the rabbit pen that Bill built. Where's the pigs? They hiding? There they are. We got rid of 4 of them. They're getting a lot bigger than when you guys first saw them. Hey, buddy boy. They're getting a lot bigger. A total of 4. We had 8. Alright guys, let's go.
Oh, that one's so cute.
Yeah, we had a coon stealing some eggs, guys. Caught him in a trap. He's gonna have to go to a better place. We don't eat coons. You can get heartworm and everything else. Now, if you were in starving, I guess you would. I know a lot of people that do eat coon. You think I got something to eat? What's up, buddy? Snotting up my lens, man. Like I said, we got rid of 4 of the pigs. We'll stick with just 4 for us. Split up between the family. There's the rabbit high rise. A lot of them are Buck's brothers. The big white one's his mama. Those are going to be meat soon, except the breeders.